Early on in my career, I had a young man go through a garage door because we're going to talk about the silent killers. Pedal mix-ups equal silent killers. You as beginning drivers will panic. And if you panic, you're going to make a panic stop. Sometimes you hit the gas thinking it's the brake and the car lunges forward. If the instructor is not on his or her job, and we're human too, you're going to lunge forward into the intersection, a wall, or a car. So I try to make sure when you first come into the situation, and I'm going to show you some shoes right off the bat, that you shouldn't be wearing really thick sole shoes that don't allow you to feel the pedal. So you see my favorite pair of running shoes, they're kind of thick. And if you're wearing thick sole shoes, Henry, you're not really going to feel the pedal. So this is a good shoe after 30 days, 45 days, 50 days, but it's going to feel really different when you hit the brake. A lot of you are using the tip of your toes to stop. You want to use the ball of your foot. And some of you aren't doing that. Now, some of you are height restricted. You're little. No cap, no hate. You're under 5'5", girls and boys. You kind of have to move the seat up as far as you can, and you're kind of overextending your foot. So you got to push the gas, and the car won't accelerate smoothly, and you kind of have to push the brake. The car stops really late. That's really scary for the instructor as well as the people in the car. So you got to adjust the seat up. You want to use the ball of your foot. Don't use the tip. Again, if you're new into driving, you shouldn't be wearing really thick shoes like this, okay? And your foot could get caught between the gas and brake. I'm giving you some examples along the way. You can put in a question about that shoe. I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible. Parking lots are dangerous zones because you're driving with your foot on the brake. Slow speeds trick you into slamming the gas instead of the brake. Okay, and I've seen a lot of drivers do that. They first get into the car, they have a panic attack, I get them calmed down, and then they hit the gas, the car slams, or they hit the gas and the car moves forward. I want you to use the ball of your foot and gently push the gas. Now, we all panic, okay? And you can write some of this down because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this into a quizzy. I'm going to copy like 3 pages and I'll put it into a quizzy. I'm going to see who's listening. And all of you beginning drivers, I put this together thinking, hey, this is really going to help you. Panic moments, okay? Insta-L, your brain glitches. When you're nervous, your brain glitches. It panics. A dog is chasing you. You panic. A car is going down the street and you walk down the front. You panic, okay? The foot forgets which pedal to switch. I've seen this happen so many times. So I'm always monitoring your nonverbal features. Are you stressed? Is your face twitching? Are you gripping the wheel? Are you stiff? So I try to get you to relax. I really do look at your nonverbals, okay? Data doesn't lie. And I'm a firm believer in data, just like in school today. We're going to use more data. Most of the schools across the United States use Power School. How many days have you missed? You won't get an A because you missed over 10 days. But I have a good student. Your son or daughter's missed 10 days. They missed 10 days of instruction. They will never have an A. How dare you, teacher? You missed 10 days of instruction, period. So sudden acceleration from 2020 to 2024, Josh, where people hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. It's happened a lot. So you don't want to be that kid or young adult to panic. We want to keep it calm. I try to take you in calm areas, neighborhoods, parking lots, smooth roads. Good instructors use good techniques to help you. So I'm trying to show you with experience. A beginning instructor maybe might take you in a really busy neighborhood or drive during rush hour, and you need to drive during rush hour, and you will be more stressed. But you do have to get out in traffic eventually. Driving in an empty parking lot is not real driving. Driving in an empty neighborhood won't really get you prepared. So I'm not going to lie to you. I will speak truth. Okay, how not to end up on TikTok, fail compilations. You need to keep your heel on the floor. Let your toes do the work, but many of you don't do that. Some of you have your foot up too high. You have your foot up too high, or you have your foot too low. This is the type of shoe you would have. Oh, that's an old man shoe. That's a college shoe. But you want a shoe that's flexible. All of you see me bending this. You want a shoe that's flexible. You can feel the brake. You can feel the gas. Thin sole shoe, comfortable. Oh, that doesn't look pretty. Well, right now, I don't care about pretty. Ladies, it's like you driving in heels. I wouldn't do that. Guys, it's like you're driving with a thick work boot on. I wouldn't do that. Guys or ladies, it's like driving in an old gym shoe. I wouldn't do that. You can't feel the pedal. And if I don't want you to crash, I'm going to tell you, you got the wrong shoe on. We get ready to die. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're going to slam the brake, slam the gas. So you want a thin sole shoe that's comfortable, flexible. You can use the ball of your foot, not the tip. Your foot will slip off the brake. It will slip off the gas. And that's why I don't force you to make really quick left turns, because some of you will panic and hit the brake and we get hit. Or some of you will panic and hit the gas. The car lunges. You take your foot off the gas and we get hit. The reason I've never been hit making a left turn, I wait. People behind us hate it, but I don't care. So the first thing you need to do, have your heel on the floor, pivot your foot between the gas and brake. But some of you won't do that because you're nervous. Your heel is tight. Okay. Right heel stays planted near the brake. Only toe moves. No full foot chaos. A lot of you still move your foot because you're nervous or you look down. Right foot only. Left foot stays out of the business. Stays to the left. And some of you are panicking. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. We're already moving. So you got to be ready to go. Wear grippy shoes. This is a grippy shoe. Okay? Wear grippy shoes. And I'm going to ask you, wear grippy shoes. They don't, no slides, no flip-flops. Rest in peace, Crocs. We are not driving with Crocs, but that's the only shoes I have. Well, I guess you're not going to be driving with me because it can contribute to you failing and us crashing. Chill in tight spaces. Be slower. Downtown parking. In neighborhoods where we're parallel parking. Stay relaxed. Cover your brake. Use safety tech. Lane assist and auto braking for backup. Our car does not have lane assist. Our car does not have auto brake. Some of your parents' cars do. We have an older car without those features. You need to learn without those features. Put in 1 or 2 questions on what I just went over quickly right now. I'm going to click on questions. Again, don't wear a thick sole shoe because you won't feel the pedal. You won't feel the brake. You're going to slam the brake and we'll get reared it. You're going to slam the gas and lift your foot or your foot could get stuck. I wear size 14. These are 13 and a half. It's okay. Some girls have big feet. Some boys have big feet, but you got to know how to pivot your foot between the gas and brake. A shoe that is comfortable, and I have other shoes to show you. This is a more thin sole shoe, very flexible. Use the ball of your foot. You don't pick up your foot. Okay, I'm going to click on, see some questions, and I'm going to keep going here. What do I do when I need to change lanes immediately and I'm blocked by traffic? You can't change lanes because you're blocked. You just answered your question. If traffic is blocked and you can't change lanes, you need to look ahead. If you're looking ahead, you might have to stay in the lane for a moment. Changing lanes is not sometimes the best solution because maybe people don't have time in the left lane or the right lane, or maybe you didn't check your blind spot thoroughly. I've seen more beginning. Look, Katie, you're not your mom or dad. They can just look and go. You're a beginning driver. You have to think about pushing gas, which you guys don't. You turn on the wrong blinker, which most of you do, no cap, no hate. You don't push the gas. Cars are moving at 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. And what happens, we usually move like a really slow turtle. We move like a really slow turtle. So I don't have you make a lot of immediately quick lane changes because you don't have the ability yet to efficiently check your mirrors and blind spots and get over. Some of you do, most of you do not. Just being honest with you, but I love the question. Okay, let's keep going. If you mess up, we all mess up. I mess up, you mess up, we mess up. You want to stay calm. Move foot fast to the correct pedal. We're not using our left foot. We use our right foot. Well, what do you mean mess up? You should be covering the brake, but you hit the gas. Or you should be using the gas, but you hit the brake. Or your foot gets stuck. Steer away, dodge obstacles like GTA, but actually it's like playing. So sometimes a kid comes out. You might have to steer quickly and squeeze the brake. Sometimes you might have to kind of bip the gas pedal and pick up. These are the things your parents know. Your older sibling who's been driving 6 months, 8 months. You as a beginner, you're not there yet. You might slam the gas instead of just gently hitting the gas. Or you might tap the brake instead of squeezing the brake. That's the difference between a beginner and an intermediate and advanced. Know your car safety hacks. Auto brake lane assist, we don't have them. And if I had the newer car, which I will be getting upgraded soon, that probably has some of those features, but I'm turning them off because you need to learn how to drive before you can use these features. Put questions in. I want to keep going. Converse acceptable? Yes, I love Converse. No cap, no hate. They are thin enough you can feel the pedal. They give you good, grippy shoes. Amen, Peyton. Converse are great shoes. Usually students who wear them feel comfortable. They don't have stress. So not Converse platforms, regular Converse. Converse, we talked about that. Mo, are you listening to what I'm saying? Mo, I'm not recommending a brand. I'm recommending a shoe that is comfortable. A lot of you are caught up in brands, Yeezys, Nike, okay, Brooks. I'm not going to mention brands because all of you are biomechanically different. So I want you to get a shoe that's comfortable. So Mo, I'm changing your thinking, and you need to look in I have about 20 pair of shoes. Some shoes I wouldn't want to wear driving. Some shoes I would wear driving. These are good driving shoes. They're comfortable. My foot is encased. I can pivot my foot and I can feel the pedal. So Mo, instead of you asking me what brand, I'm going to ask you to look at your shoes and find the ones that have a flexibility that you can feel the gas and brake. It will make you feel more comfortable. Why does this matter? New drivers equal biggest victims. You are victims because you're new. You don't know about the dangers on crowded roads. You don't know about the dangers on lights. You don't know about the dangers in your school parking lot. You don't know about the dangers at a football game you're going to go to that you lost and the other team wants to fight, or you won and the other team wants to fight. You don't know about those dangers until you go through a couple of battles. Bad habits plus weak training equal disaster. I can say this safely. I'm still teaching at a high level. A lot of you have bad habits. Well, what do you mean? You turn on the wrong blinker. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. After you say it 10 times, it really doesn't mean anything. This tells me you're not listening. Or you keep slamming brakes. I'm sorry, bro. It doesn't really mean anything, Mo, because you keep slamming the brake. Or Lily, or Peyton, or Henry, or Jenna. If you keep slamming brakes, you keep doing something that is dangerous, this tells me you don't understand or don't care. We don't have time to hold your hand and correct you. So a lot of you have bad habits. That a bad habit is making the wheel small. A bad habit is wearing a really thick shoe. This is all I have. Well, you're going to make a bad decision and could get us rear-ended. Okay, I have other shoes to show you. I'm taking my time. No stats equal big yikes. Government ain't tracking foot fails. So people say, so you are clueless. And if I don't tell you, you're going to wear an open-toe sandal. I have my daughter's shoe. You're going to wear this. Open toes. Don't wear it. Don't wear it. Don't wear it. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. Okay? It's a little hard. Okay? But you said not to wear it. My daughter's 22. She's been driving since she was 16. She has but it still could get caught. Her foot can still get caught. Okay? So a lot of you are going to wear this. She's in the high fashion. She wears size 9. She got a big feet from her dad. But this is a hard shoe. Okay? It's okay once you learn how to drive, but your foot can get caught between the gas and brake. I'm showing you some shoes. So this is kind of okay. One mistake equals game over. You guys run a light, game over. You don't use your blinker, game over. You turn too short to hit the curb and hit a pole, game over. Through my career, I try to avoid game over. Life or death depends on where your heels rest, and that's so true. So you got to stay woke, plant your heel, and don't mix up the gas and brake to ruin your life. I'm going to go back to some more questions. So if we don't have any other shoes that tick Tinsel shoe, the question, Mariana, for you, you need to find a shoe that is a closed toe shoe. You need to, I'm a man, so I don't have female shoes, but some shoes are, you want to find a shoe that's comfortable. I'm not opening the Zoom up. Class has started. Mariana, what I would say to you, you want to find a shoe that's comfortable, that can bend easily, that is not open toed. Crocs are very popular with your age group. Don't drive with Crocs with me because your foot can slip off the pedal. You want to have a shoe that gives you good feeling in the brake. I have other shoes. I'm going to show you those in a minute. So you want to find a shoe that works for you. And if you're not sure, take a picture of your shoe, show me the thickness and send it to me. I can say, hey, that's a good shoe or that's a bad shoe, right? Would you make a Nike? It depends on how thick the shoe is. As shoes wear out, they become more flexible and pliable. If it's new, you're going to have a really stiff shoe. So it depends on how thick it is, right? That's a good question. When you become comfortable, Marcus, you'll be able to drive in a shoe that's comfortable for you, yes. But for your first experience out, you're going to panic. You're going to slam brake. You're going to slam gas. And I'm trying to avoid us getting hit. No, you can't drive shoeless. Technically, that's against the law. You won't be able, you don't want to drive shoeless because your foot could slip off the pedal. All right. 3 examples of pedal fails with emojis. Parking lot panic. You're parking your car and your friends run in front of you. You mean to stop, but your foot, and then you ram your best friend. Or drive-through disaster. You really shouldn't be driving through parking spots. You want to back up. And parking lots are dangerous by nature. Okay? So some of you are going to be starting in the parking lot. And we're going to be working on parking. So try to avoid driving through disasters. You're not really going to look left and right. You're just going to go straight through. Your peripheral vision is not really checking. Okay. Red light regret. Foot hovering too high. I've seen that too. Well, what do you mean the foot is hovering too high? Let's pretend this is your brake. Your foot's up too high. It might get caught on the driver's education cable or the driver's education spar, or you might squeeze the brake too hard, and then you panic. And then you lift your foot, and then you hit the gas. So your foot really has got to be on the brake. You got to use the ball of your foot. And for each of us, most of us, whether you wear a size 24 or size 14 or 4, biomechanically speaking, our foot should be about the same from the ball of our foot to the top. Yes, I've driven students who were 16, 17, 18, but most of you are with size 18 to size 6. Okay, most of you. There are exceptions to the rule. Okay, so we didn't want to make sure our covering. Don't get clowned. Every day, millions of drivers hit the road, but 9 out of 10 have a secret habit that could get them killed. You don't want to text. You don't want to speed. Pedal misapplication. Pressing the gas when you mean to brake. It happens. I had a young lady last summer. She almost hit her mom's garage. She panicked. I covered the brake. The car lunged forward. I'm like, oh my God, thank God I was covering the brake. So just a few centimeters of foot movement can turn a simple mistake into a catastrophe. A young lady ran into the tropical smoothie place. And I'm like, well, how did this happen? Well, they made a mistake and they hit the gas instead of the brake. The car went straight through the store. So I'm giving you real life experience. Put some more questions in. I swear I hit the brake. That's what some of you will say to me as you fail, you're crying, and then I got to call the police. Seoul taxi crash November 23. A driver in his 60s pressed the gas 6 times in 3 seconds after a turn, didn't touch the brake until impact. Black box proved he never braked. In one of the suburban areas, an elderly man was pulling up to Tim Hortons. Don't cap. Tim Hortons makes great coffee. He panicked, hit the gas. The car went through Tim Hortons. So younger people panic, older people panic. It happens. Okay, so I'm not showing you an example. Seoul City Hall crash, July 23. Driver accelerates to over 100 kilometers or 62 in 5 seconds before smashing into a crowd. You've seen people, cars usually have sudden acceleration, 0 brake input. I don't want that to happen to you. Usually happens to a lot of people who are very nervous. And if you're very nervous, I'm gonna try to calm you down. If you're having panic attacks, then the reality is I'm gonna show you love, but I'm gonna call your mom or dad. and I'm very patient. Parking lots equal pedal confusion, danger zone, because you're going slower, and some of you don't use the brake at all, and you just have your foot on the gas, we're getting ready to crash. Or some of you just have your foot on the brake, and then we're going too slow. So you have to learn the right speed for both. Low speed equals more mistakes. I do agree. Your brain assumes that you are braking, but your foot is on the gas. So that happens sometimes. We're getting into the psychology. Example, a mom in Texas rammed her SUV through Starbucks window. Sounds about right. Because she thought her foot was on the brake. Example, a guy in Florida reversed full speed into a gas pump. That is dangerous too when we pull up and get gas. I never had a kid hit a gas pump. I'm always praying. I cover the brake. I'm ready to turn the wheel to the left, because if we hit a gas pump, we're going to go bye-bye. We're going to have an explosion. Panic mode, instant fail, got an emoji. When something unexpected happens, a light, a kid, our car cuts us off, and cars do. Your brain freezes and slams the wrong pedal. So we see that more and more. Example, a driver in LA plowed through the sidewalks of a crowd after mistaking the gas or the brake and panic, injured 5 people. It happens. Please put in questions. I have some other shoes to show you, and I know when you guys drive, you're going to think about the type of shoe you have, okay? Because learning to drive is different than learning to drive. I said it twice. And I'm going to ask you some questions in a moment. I still have more shoes to show you. A teen in New York accelerated through a storefront after a horn scared her. She didn't even realize she was pressing on the gas. It happens. So I try to keep you chilled, even though you're getting ready to kill us and the kids in the car in the back seat. Shocking data, you won't believe this. 88.2% of sudden acceleration cases 2024 were pedal misapplication. So we really want to be aware. In 2024, 120 analyzed cases were due to pedal confusion. I agree. All of you are first-time drivers. I might have you get up on the freeway. You might panic, lift your foot when a car comes out. You might have to take your foot off the gas, and then you think you hit the gas, you hit the brake. So automatic cars, distraction. Don't be a statistic. Heel on the floor. Why does this work? The right heel stays planted near the brake. Only move your toes when switching the pedal. Wrong. Lifting your whole foot equals disaster. But somebody, well, I see my mom do it. I'm not teaching you, Mom. I'm not teaching you that. Right foot only. Left foot stays out. It's called the dead pedal. Someone type in what the dead pedal is. Thick shoes are dangerous. You don't want to have thick shoes on. You won't be able to feel the pedal. Nike has some really thick shoes. Converse has some really thick shoes. Some of you want little platform shoes. They're very, very, very dangerous. I had a girl 2 years ago, had those thick shoes on. She would slam the brake, slam the gas, and be terrified. I said, let me see your shoes. She had a thick platform Converse on. Okay. If the dead pedal's on your left, that's where the pedal goes, Larissa. The dead pedal's on the left. It's an area that is sloped at an angle. You put your left foot there and let it rest. Okay? That's where your left foot goes. Thank you, Larissa. I appreciate you. If you're driving an automatic, your left foot should never touch the pedals. I see that all the time in beginning drivers because you feel really uncomfortable, you feel weird, someone's talking to you, and then you freeze up. I can see the stress from your face, your shoulders, your arms. It goes down your legs to your feet. And that's when I know you're about to freak out on me. So I really try to be careful. Example, guy in Ohio slammed both pedals at once, burned his transmission, and crashed. Wear grippy shoes. No slides or heels. Flip-flops, Crocs equal pedal confusion. I'll say again, flip-flops and Crocs equal pedal confusion. Example, a woman in Miami lost control in heels and drove into a pool. How about that? Let's show you another shoe. This is kind of a lower performing shoe. It doesn't matter the name. Doesn't matter the name. It's a little thick, but it is flexible. Okay? This is not too bad. It's a little thick. It's a little thick. But this is a good flexible shoe. I've only wore these one time. You can tell they're very new. They're still stiff. Okay? These boys are new. But ball of the foot, not the tip. You want to pivot. This is just for teaching purposes. This is the left shoe. I just grabbed some shoes upstairs, but you want to pivot your foot between the gas and brake. Slow down in tight spaces. Most pedal mistakes happen in parking lots or driveways. You are pulling into your house. You panic. You're backing out. You panic. You're going into the school parking lot. You panic. Example, dad in Chicago ran over his own bike in his driveway because he mixed up pedals. It happens. Next, use your car safety tech. Again, we don't have auto brake. We don't have lane assist. But you're going to have to learn to look over the hood to use reference points, and you should. Don't rely on a auto brake or lane assist to help you. I do appreciate that. Stay calm. If you're freaking out, you got to stay calm. Lift your foot, re-anchor. That's okay. Steer to safety. Avoid obstacles like pros do. Your mom and dad, they're pros. Your older sister and brother, they're pros. Honk if you need to warn others, and that's okay. Check for injuries before checking your car, right? Again, final warning, new drivers are most at risk. Bad habits start early. You going 10 over, you going 10 under, you running lights, you scared to look left and right. The official stat is people stay clueless. I'm trying to put knowledge into your brain. One mistake can equal death. I'm going to read a little bit more, give you some more examples. You're going to tell me what you learned. I need more people to put in questions, and then we're going to move forward. Again, I could copy this, create a quizzy to see if you really are paying attention. And I want to use data because some of you are just here wasting time. But when I drive you, you need to have on the right shoes. So let's review. I've showed you this is a newer shoe. It's brand new. It's nice and crispy. It's clean. It's a little thinner, right? It's very flexible. You see me pushing it. You want to use the ball of your foot. Okay, I feel like a shoe salesman, but I'm not. I've showed you my thicker shoe, right? I'm not worried about brand names because all you guys are worried. It's a thick shoe. I won't wear this as a first-time driver. You're going to slam the gas, slam the brake. You want to use the ball of your foot. I showed you my daughter's shoe. Don't want to discriminate. Okay, she wears size 9. She gets a book fit from her dad. I wear size 14. She's 22. She's been driving over 5 years, but she still could get her foot caught. Don't wear a shoe like this. Plus your toenails are messed up. Don't do that. Okay. You want to use the ball of your foot. Okay. Please have good shoe wear on. Use the ball of your foot. This shoe is kind of stiff. It's a little stiff. You could slam the gas, slam the brake. There's another shoe I'm going to show you in a moment. Gym parking lots are disasters. A woman accelerated into a group of people thinking she was backing. 3 people hospitalized. Driveway opposite. Dad ran over his kid's bike and then the garage door. Mixed up pedals. It does happen. Newer drivers, you're going up a steep driveway, long driveway, you're tired. A fast food fail. A lot of you are going to go through fast food places, and you should. The teen launched the car through Taco Bell window after a pedal panic. It happened. That happened to me at McDonald's. I have flip-flops on. All of a sudden, my foot got caught. My SRT Trailblazer, my SRT Grand Cherokee almost hit the side of the McDonald's drive-thru. I thought I was going to die. Oh, my God. My foot got caught. I normally don't wear, sandals. And you're like, you should know better. No, I'm a full-grown man. I have over 25 years of driving experience. But that particular day, I was in a hurry, had to go get some food for the family, and I put on a sandal, and my foot got caught. I don't wear those shoes anymore because it gave me trauma. Think about that. Red light catastrophe. Driver smashes into 3 cars after hitting the gas instead of the brake. It happens. I want to tell you this so you don't make these random mistakes. The car wash calamity. Occasionally go through car washes. You put the car into neutral. A man accelerates inside the wash, destroying his car and the equipment. Well, I guess you're going to pay the car wash $30,000. So this really makes you think. This is the next style shoes, a little thinner, right? You can see where the ball of my foot is. It's a little thinner, not too bad. Again, no name shoe. You get caught up in names. You want to look at how thick is the shoe, the ball of your foot. Please type in the style. Please type in the style and size shoe you have. Type in the style and size shoe you have when you've driven already. Please do that. All of you need to put that in. Brain glitches under stress. Remember this. When panic hits, your brain short circuit. A dog chasing you. You're going through a light and the car almost hits you. You're merging on an expressway and you don't see the car and they honk at you. Instead of breaking, your foot stomps on the gas harder to make the situation worse. I've seen it happen all the time. A young lady pulling up into the driveway, she hit the gas. We almost hit her mama's garage door. Okay, had a young lady park in a parking structure. She hit the wall. I spoke truth. She panicked. My boss said, you should have been covering the brake. I'm like, I was. Okay. Common scenarios when it happens: parking lots, 35%. Driveways and garages, 23%. Intersections and red lights. This is where we are. And parking lots, 15%. So I try to have you gradually slow down. Sudden obstacles, kids, animals, or car cutting you off. Most drivers lift their entire foot between the pedals instead of pivoting the foot. A lot of you do that. You're probably saying, well, why do you know this? Because I watch you. Because I'm an instructor. Okay? This shoe is okay. It's got flexibility. It's got grippiness. Okay? This shoe, it's okay, but it's going to slide. Open toe. Don't wear it with me. This shoe is closed toe. It's not too bad. You can feel the pedal. Okay, use the ball of your foot. This shoe is too thick. Your foot's going to get caught. Again, you want to wear a shoe that fits you. Some of you have a wide foot. Some of you have a narrow foot. Every shoe is different. This shoe is really a little bit small for me. I really wear 14. This is like a small 13, but I like them. But don't wear shoes that hurt your feet. Okay, because it's miserable. This shoe is probably my most comfortable, but it's not as fashionable. But I wore these to school today, and I was feeling comfortable and chilling. If I wanted to look sporty, I could have wore these shoes that hurt my feet. I could have wore these shoes with my yellow shirt looking crispy, would have hurt my feet. You want to wear shoes that make you feel comfortable, but because you're young, you don't listen to your mom and dad, and then you end up messing up your feet. So it's really important. Parking lot nightmares, Florida 2022, senior citizen plowed through Walmart entrance, injuring 3 because she thought the gas was the brake. Don't cap on grandma. Texas 2023, mom accelerated over the curb, crashing into a playground. Her toddler was in the back seat. California 2021, a Tesla slammed into a charging station. I can see that happening while trying to park. The car just took off. Spoiler, it didn't. Driveway disasters. Ohio 2023, a man ran over his own lawnmower backing out. Because you guys get lazy and don't look out your back window. He swore he was braking. Nope. New York 2022, a teen crashes through the garage door before school. I panicked. Bruh. UK 2024, a woman reversed into her neighbor's living room, destroying the wall. I didn't even feel it because you panic. Intersections, Arizona 2023, a driver launches into oncoming traffic at a red light, causing 4-car pileup. Georgia 2022, Uber passenger jumps out of the car after the driver accelerated toward a crowd. Japan 2021, a taxi rammed into a sedan train after pedal confusion, 5 injured. Business and public area tragedies. Tennessee 2023, a car smashes through a nail salon, injuring customers. Canada 2022, a driver plows into Tim Hortons, sending coffee flying. Australia 2024, a runaway SUV crashes into a daycare fence, narrowly missing kids. First responder. Florida 2023, a cop accidentally accelerates into a suspect's car during traffic. UK 2022, an ambulance driver hits a pedestrian while trying to brake. Texas 2021, a fire truck rolled into a storefront after driver mixes up pedals. It happens on professionals. Car meets, dealership disasters. Dubai, a luxury car owner crashes his Ferrari into a showroom window after a test drive. It happens. Germany 2022, a BMW accelerated into a crowd at an auto show. Las Vegas 2021, a valet. Don't let people who park your own car, a valet destroys a Lambo by hitting the gas instead of the brake. We could look at teens, we could look at seniors, we could look at professionals, we could look at soccer moms. Go use the bathroom. Size 8. Most of you wear Nikes. Looking at data, a lot of you wear New Balance, but most of you wear Nikes. Nike seems to be the brand that you have, and it depends on your style of shoe and what's comfortable. So I'm just trying to have you become comfortable and have you make some good decisions. I give you extreme cases. Germany, a driver hits 93 miles an hour on the city street before crashing. U.S. 2022, a teen drives through a house after pedal confusion. I could see that. 2021, UK, a car flew through a highway ramp after the driver couldn't find the brake. So I watch you when you're exiting the expressway. You panic. Proper foot placement, heel on floor, pivot, right foot only for gas and brake. Left stays out, but some of you still going to do that. Wear flat, grippy shoes, no sandals. Flat, grippy. Flat, grippy. A little thick, flat and grippy. Really thick, grippy, but you won't be able to feel the pedal. This is after 30 days, 45 days. Okay, because your parents are going to be different than the driver's ed car. Open toe, not as grippy. We can give you examples. Okay, again, I like this comfortable shoe. Okay, real nice. I had some other shoes. I bought 2 pair of those, but I don't have them here. Maybe my dog chewed them up. I don't know. Adjust your pedals. Adjust your seat pedals for comfort. Practice we don't do emergency stops, but I think that is good. I'm going to leave you with mental preparation. Stay calm in panic situations. Don't slam the brake blindly. We're going to get rear-ended. Driver's ed cars get rear-ended quite a bit. Look where you want to go. A lot of you still looking down, looking at your foot. We get ready to crash. All that tells me is, but I can't see the pedals. You don't see the pedals. You feel the pedals. If you mess up, lift your foot off completely. And I'll tell you, lift your foot. Or in extreme cases, I'll grab your leg and pull it up because a crash is imminent. And then sometimes I'm able to save the car. I'm not going to tell you all the secrets. All of you type in 3 things you learned. Type in 3 things you learned. While you're doing it, I'm going to see if I can make a quick quizzy to see if you're really paying attention. Type 3 things you learned. Complete sentences. I'm trying to make you better. Guys, this is very powerful. We're doing a lot. We're moving big things. And a lot of beginners just make mistakes. I told you wear shoes that are comfortable. Okay, you want to wear grippy shoes. A lot of you just have the wrong shoe and you're going to crash. You're going to get clowned. So I don't want you to clown. I want you to be safe. I really, really do. But a lot of you just don't listen. And if you don't listen, we're bound to make mistakes. I created this to help you, and I gave you case study after case study after case study, what you need to do, but some of you won't listen to me. And I think with Google's AI and YouTube's AI, they will rank me as an authority because I am a state certified driving instructor. And I do want to help you get better. I do want to give you real life examples. I give you real life examples through making I'm out of basic storage. I got to free up some storage. Guys, give me a moment. I got to delete a couple of old tests to put together this quiz for you. So give me a moment. I want to help you. So it's really important that you really prepare yourself for what is best practice. Just being safe, just learning how to drive. And if you're safe and you're learning how to drive, that's definitely going to help you rise above, right? And when you rise above, you're going to be more prepared. And if you're more prepared, you're just going to grow and get better. And that's what I need you to do, and grow and get better. And it does take time, okay? So I want you to grow. I want you to get better. Again, you should be tapping in what you learned. I'm going to get a video ready, or I'm trying to put together this quizzy for you, but I have some other new videos I want to show you because I always want to keep you elevating and growing. You can even ask me, what type of shoes do you usually wear? I try to wear comfortable shoes. I'm tall. I wear size 14. So shoe sizes are limited. I do have dress shoes. I don't wear those as much. I do have gym shoes. I'm not trying to play basketball. I still can dunk. I can touch the rim. But I want to wear comfortable shoes that are dressy casual. I'm a man. I'm not a kid. So I'm not going to wear kid shoes. I'm going to wear man shoes that are dressy comfortable. You're kids. You're not going to wear women's shoes, ladies. You are a young man. You're not going to wear full-grown dress shoes because you're not going to interview. You're going to ruin those shoes. So you want to wear shoes for certain occasions. And I think that's really important. You do want to wear shoes for certain occasions. And you want to have, let me see. Trying to, still might not let me create anything. Okay. All right, I deleted enough. Give me a second. And then with questions like this, you're only going to grow. You're only going to get better. And when you get better, no, I don't want to paste questions. I'm going to create from scratch. No. And when you get better, I'm giving you examples. And by me being an instructor, and I'm really going to help you grow and help you learn, that's how you're going to get better. And it takes work. It takes work to get better. And I'm not scared to work. I'm not scared to bring you information and help you grow. Okay, I'm just going to select 30 max, upload page. Okay, Quizzy is working right now. We're just going to give you guys like 15 questions. And I'm trying to get it, because I can choose these areas. And I'm going to hit you with DOK level 3 because I want you to be intelligent. I'm not going to give you easy questions. And that's what good instructor. As an educator, I'm going to use a pro version of Quizzy. I'm using data. So these questions should come out. They might not be perfect, but I'm going to look at what you put. Don't wear open toes. Pedal confusion is the thing. Use the ball of your foot. Don't use stick shoes. You will confuse yourself. Quizzy's still working. Let's look in through. Always pay attention to your surroundings so you don't panic. If you're driving in a neighborhood, go slower. Reduce your speed. Okay, it looks like I got some nice little questions here. I got 15 questions for you. I think it's great. Pay attention to your surroundings. I'm going to hit you up with a Quizzy in a moment. Wear shoes to help you feel the pedal. I don't want to do a screen share yet because the answers are here. Always keep your left foot on dead pedal. Thank you. I learned you want to wear shoes that are flexible. It doesn't mean your shoes have to be ugly, old man or old lady shoes. I hate ugly shoes, like for real. And I asked my daughter or wife, are these shoes ugly? Yeah, Dad, they're ugly. I don't care. Or you want to shoes that are comfortable first, that look nice. You want to wear comfortable. Hey, Haley, thank you. You were saying comfortable shoes. Yeah. Wear comfortable shoes. Stay calm in situations. Ball of your foot. Thank you, Larissa. I appreciate you. Do not use stick shoes or sandals. Pay attention. You can't mix them up. It happens all the time. Flexible shoes are better. Thick soles can make it harder. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate you. It's better to wear thin, more flexible shoes. You can find nice shoes. You just got to look around. And if you tell your parents, when someone panic stops, they hit the wrong pedal. Yes, it's a thing. Backing in a parking lot, going in your driveway, backing out of your driveway. If you have little kids who live next door to you, like there's a family next door, they got 8 to 10 little kids. I'm covering brake. I'm looking. I'm making sure no bike is out there. They say hi to me. Hi. They know I do driver's ed. They see the dog. Can we see the dog? No, she's in the house. I'm not being mean. But they come right over to me. I'm like, can you watch your kids? They don't know. They just want to be friendly. But I don't want to run a kid over. And if you have a little brother, sister, mom, dad, can you watch, Johnny? Can you watch Sally? They just want to see you back up and they run up to the car. Like you're about to run over your little brother, sister, and that's going to be on your head forever. So the acceleration happens. You get the pedals mixed up. You see older people doing it. You see younger people doing it. You see middle-aged people doing it. It can happen at any time. You want to have shoes that are grippy, hit and brake instead of gas. All of you are saying in a slightly different way. That's what I want to see. bad habits, and because you have beginner habits, and if you have beginner habits with a little sprinkle of bad habits, it's going to make it twice as hard for me to teach you how to drive. Real talk. uh, don't lift your heel. But some of you are like, well, I have short legs, I have to lift my heel. That does present a bit of a challenge. And I'm talking to my manager at the corporation. I'm like, can we switch cars? But I like the driver's seat car we have because we got new brakes, the acceleration is good, the gas pedal is good. Most of you do really well in the car. If we get a new driver's seat car, it takes you a few times to learn the gas and brake. If I want to make you terrified, I can get a smaller driver's seat car, but you will be terrified. The brakes don't work real good. The gas pedal's really jerky. I don't want to see fear. Don't wear Crocs, sandals. Okay? I thought that was powerful. Give me 1 second. So we have a lot of power today. What's up, E? We're talking about shoes, heels, right? We're trying to get our people ready. Then give me 1 second here. We're going to restart this test. We hit publish. Give me a second, team. I'm publishing it right now. I'm going to hit start, and then I'll do a screen share with you. I have 30 seconds for each question. Give me 1 second. And then I think this is helpful. Test mode. I'll do a screen share. Give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second here. And then I'm going to look at data. I'm going to see who's really listening. Okay, there. Join my quiz. And if you want to join the quiz, I can put the quiz code in. Join the quiz. 3666. Oh, that's the devil. 366657. Joinmyquiz.com. Again, 366657. Joinmyquiz.com. If you want to join in the quiz. Again, I think it's 30 questions. You have 32 seconds each. I'm going to see if you were listening. I'm going to see who understands about shoes. Most of you should understand. Again, we're using AI, and AI is the thing. And in fact, at our teachers conference, they talked about it. We use AI today. I use ChatGPT 5 versus another AI model to put together questions. And teachers are using this. Your coaches are using it. If you're a business owner, you're using it. We're using data to help you. And remember, I showed you shoes. This is a comfortable shoe. This is kind of the young plastic shoe. I'm giving you a moment, then I'm going to hit start. But it's a lot more flexible. This is the shoe my daughter had. You know, her nails are done. She open toe out, right? But her foot could get caught. Okay, she wears size 9. She's petite. She's strong. She'll knock you out. She works out. She's a little petite thing, but with muscles. Don't let that little frame fool you. She uses the ball of the E. I know you're cracking up. And then this is a more comfortable shoe for me, but it's a small foot box, and it hurts my toes. I have my nails cut back, but it's still uncomfortable. Well, why do you wear shoes that are uncomfortable? There are no other shoes, or maybe I'm cheap. I don't want to spend the money. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, hit start. Good, get started. You got 15. So I like that we talked about shoes. E, what type of shoes do you have? What type of foot design do you use? So this is like a comfortable, dressy casual shoe. Actually, I wore this to Vid Summit a couple years ago. I wanted to feel youthful, but these are nice, but they kind of hurt my feet. So you don't want to have shoes that hurt your feet, because I wear size 14. Really, these are like 13 and a half. Okay. But I after about 4 hours, my feet hurt. Not really comfortable. Okay. So you want to use the ball of your foot. This is my dressy casual. I really need to get a new fresh pair of gray, blue, and black. I'll be rotating them shoes because I like to wear comfortable shoes. Really easy to drive. The toe box is nice. But you're probably saying, well, these are old people shoes. I want to be comfortable, bro. And good shoes cost money. And a lot of people don't want to spend the money to get a good shoe. And when you're learning how to drive, you want a shoe that's comfortable. And I like these because, very flexible, using the ball of your foot. DSW, girl, preach. Right. DSW, you already know. I'll be catching them sales. 2 for $75. 2 for $120. I'll be catching them sales. So, I want a fresh, I'm an educator. I'm walking around, but I'm not going to wear, I got some dress shoes upstairs. I'm too lazy to go get them. Dress shoes aren't comfortable, right? I swear on size 11, girl. Okay, these are size 13, but they are a little bit more open and very comfortable. You're supposed to try on shoes, right? These were given to me as a brand, but they were supposed to be 13, but these are like size 10. Okay, I can't wear these. They're too small, but kind of flexible. These shoes, really thick. Again, I got these from Walmart. No cap, no hate. I got invited down to Chicago. You were talking to me on the way back. I got some nice crispy shoes. They hurt my feet though. They're real small at the top. They hurt my feet. I was trying to look all nice and cute. My foot was hurting. Hey, I'll catch a sale. I don't care. I'm not caught up on brands. Okay, I do have another pair of shoes. In fact, I bought two pair. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go show you my son. He's a fashionista. Sold up. All right, here we go. My son's a fashionista. These are nice Nikes. He likes to wear custom shoes. Kind of, excuse the dog hair, we keeping it real. I'm in the basement. But these shoes would really be too small for me. Okay. Would hurt my toe, but really nice, right? If I had these in size 14, they would be nice. He loves shoes. He barely wears these, so I'm surprised he didn't try to sell these, but these would be nice. But I want to wear shoes for comfort. My son bought me these. They're like some big old boats. They're kind of hard. These are too hard and stiff. Okay. I got people finishing up. While you guys are still taking your tests, I'm going to show you some shoes. My son got me these shoes a couple years ago. No cap. These are Under Armour. They're really thick, older shoes. You can't even feel the ground. But these are too thick. I would just put these on to cut the grass. I wouldn't drive in these because they're not going to be comfortable to me. My son is about 8 years older than you. Nike's very popular. He is 25. He's 10 years older than you or 9 years older. Very comfortable, kind of a thicker sole shoe, right? In fact, these are new. He sells shoes, right? But these would hurt my feet. They're popular. They're nice. A little off-brand color. They look nice. They look nice, right? But I haven't even tried these on. What size are these? I'm looking. I'm showing you this because shoes make a difference. Looks like these are size 13, but I can tell from the toe, it's going to hurt me. And I'm not going to wear it. But I will look cute in them, but I'm not going to hurt myself. So I showed you, go to the bathroom. I showed you this shoe. Don't disappear, Carter. He got me this, but they're old. They're kind of dried out. They're in the basement, slippery. The fashion shoe, Nike, probably sell these. Daughter's open toe shoe. Okay, I wouldn't wear something like this. I'm scared the dog's gonna chase me. I want to be able to get up and get out. Newer shoe, more flexible, grippy. The chill, comfortable shoe, nice. Feel comfortable, feel like I'm walking on clouds. Good, but really soft. The sole could get ripped off real easy. Not good in the wintertime. I'll slip and fall, then you'll laugh at me. I wore these in the wintertime sometime. Again, they hurt my toe. It's time for some new shoes. Grippy. Okay, they're grippy. Oh, my bad. You should tell me. These are grippy shoes. You should say it. I just looked. These are grippy shoes. More of you wear a shoe like this. Nice. These are the big old boats. They're comfortable, but I really need a size 14. At the time, Walmart did not have 14. Every now and then they get 14, but usually the big sizes sell out first. Hey, we're almost done. 72% accuracy. We're going to go over everything. And then this is a real thick shoe. So let's go over everything. All right, let's do the report. All right, 72%, that's not bad. Let's look at the questions. According to the material, what is the best way to position your right foot to avoid pedal mix-up? Heel on the floor. Toes do all the work. Some of you said full foot on the pedal at all times. We never talked about that. We never talked about alternating feet between pedals. Alternating foot. Pivot. Keep both feet off the pedal. When not braking, that's when you panic. So this tells me some of you aren't reading the question thoroughly in its entirety. Which real world example is given in the drive-through disaster? The foot slipped and hit the gas pedal instead of the brake, launched the car into the... That's what happened to me. My foot slipped off the brake. The car lunged forward and it scared me. The car like jumped up, okay, squatted down, jumped up. And I was smart enough to turn the wheel to the right, not to hit McDonald's. It scared me. And my foot slipped off the brake. The car lunged forward. My foot was almost stuck between the gas and brake. And I picked up my foot. I was going to rip my foot out of that shoe. That's how scared I was. That's the example I can give you. And I threw those shoes away because it was a curse. What is pedal misapplication? Accidentally hitting the pedal instead of the brake. Accidentally hitting the gas instead of the brake. Some of you are still mixing it up. Driving with one foot on each pedal. No. Using the wrong gear. We didn't talk about gear. Forgetting to use the turn signal. So either you guys can't read, or you don't read, or you don't understand. So this tells me, and yes, I could look at who missed what question, but we're just looking at data. Which state in 2022 experienced an incident where seniors drove through the Walmart, injuring 3 people? If you were listening, you picked Florida, so 10 of you were listening. The rest of you were not. I'm just being honest with data. During the test drive to Dubai, what luxury vehicle crashed through the showroom? It was a Ferrari. So this tells me you weren't listening again. It could be an easy fix. You just need to listen to just like in the test. You're missing very simple questions. Let's keep going. Which of the following is a recommended tip for proper foot placement to prevent gas pedal misapplication? Keep your heel on the floor and pivot your toes. Heel on the floor. You got that right. Amen. Which of the following, which is one of the vehicle safety checks suggested to prevent pedal misapplication? Adjust your seat. A lot of you who are shorter or taller have that problem. I'm kind of in the middle too. I'm really tall. I have the seat back, but I still feel like I'm smashed in there, so I tilt the seat back. It gives me a little bit more leverage, but I'm kind of aimed up, so I have to kind of slouch down and pivot my foot between the gas and brake. That's a little scary. My son has the seat all the way back in the back seat. I'm like, I can't drive like that. What should you do if you mess up while driving? According to the learning material, lift your foot off completely. 22, you got that right. Amen. Which of the following is an example of pedal fail mentioned in the material? A car flying through the swimming pool in Florida. What is a common danger in parking lots according to the material? SUV backing up blindly, or cars backing up blindly. You got to look to the left. You got to look to the right. You got to look out of your back window. How does the material compare city driving to a video game? It compares city driving to playing Mario Kart, but the stakes are higher. This is true. Which city has a vegan protester changing? Okay, we didn't talk about that. That was Portland. We didn't get to that one. Which city did the BMW driver drive it to open man cover? We didn't really talk about that one too, but you had a guess. I can tell by the answers. 10 said LA, 4 said Atlanta, 4 said Boston, and 4 said NYC. Which delivery service van blocks the AR room in NYC in 2024, causing paramedics to unload the passenger on the street? It was Amazon. Amazon truck driver will be ticketed. He or she should know better. And then what happens during the Kardashians panic? That celebrities, the star reality was backed into 3 times. Okay, type what you learned again. You're going to see some videos now. Type what you learned. I thought it was very footing. Get it? Footing. Instead of fitting, I said footing. Jenna, you're not laughing at my jokes. Anyway, Jenna's like, it's not even funny, bro. Okay. Anyway, put in what you learned again, develop good habits again, and just put in what you learned. Please put in what you learned. We're going to see some good videos now. I thought it was very powerful. You learned a lot. We gave good examples. This was a really good live because I gave you real life examples, and hopefully Google and YouTube rank this higher. I am a state certified driving instructor. I do give real life examples, and this will help you become a good driver. Wear comfortable shoes, real talk. E, thank you. You saw we had a lot of examples in New York. Thinking of you, E. E, thank you. I appreciate you. Bye.